welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Crazy Cool Me, aka Ursula, and I'm here with my Why I Became a Stay-at-Home Mom Part 2. Make sure you check out Part 1 to this stay-at-home mom journey, where I talk about how it all began. So with Part 2, I would say this is what happened. So this is what happened. I'm at home with my baby. Like I said, COVID hit. We're at home with the baby, just enjoying him, learning so much about being a mother and taking care of an infant. So while I'm doing that, I think about 9 months. So my baby turns 9 months, I get a call, and it's not the first call that I've gotten about returning back to work in some type of capacity. I did do some interviews, and some of them went nowhere, and then some of them I did turn down. So I get this particular call from a particular job, and I can't say I don't know, but at that time, Benjamin's 9 months. My husband's, he is working from home because of COVID. So we're all at home, and the call, it was very surprising. I did not expect it at all. So it really made me think, can I go back to work? And I say that because the call from a particular place is like I said, I didn't expect it because I was offered a job at this particular place when I first received my license and everything, and I pretty much dropped the ball on it, I would say. So I figured that it was another opportunity that came around, and that I did not want to lose that opportunity again. So it was a lot of thought, a lot of emotion that went into me accepting the job, because I didn't want to feel like, oh gosh, I don't want to cry now. I'm so emotional because I'm pregnant, okay? But I didn't want to feel like a bad mother. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Oh gosh. Anyway, the hormones. It's the hormones. But I didn't want to feel like a bad mother. It's gosh, cut. And as a mother, you know how you feel. You go through those periods where you're really hard on yourself, and you judge yourself, and you feel like, because you want to be the best to them, and you want to give them your best and your all. So so thinking about the decision, I prayed about it, I talked about it with my husband, and it was tough. It was a tough decision because I was torn. I didn't want to feel that I was putting a job before my child. I did not want to feel that. After praying and talking about it with my husband, he was okay with it. He was supportive with it. The arrangement was that he was going to stay home and work and watch Benjamin. At this point, he's 9 months, remember? So he was going to stay home, watch him while I return back to work. But anyway, it was going to be a full-time. This was going to be a full-time position. So the first week of the job was very, 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 very hard, because that separation anxiety that you feel and the guilt that you feel from leaving your baby. You have to wake up early, they're still asleep, kiss them, and you leave, and you don't come home until way later in the evening. And then getting back into the swing of work, missing work for, extended period of time. And like I said, I was just learning things. So I was pretty much starting over with learning the job. So learning the job and going through those growing pains, and also going through all the emotional stuff you go through at home. So that was very hard for the first week and a half. Let's say first week and a half, 2 weeks. It was hard. I cried every day before going to work. Just cried every day in the car, sometimes during lunch, just really trying to get my head together. But as the months went on, I was getting better at the job, learning so much more, and learning how to balance both being a working mom as well. I would say the turning point was I don't know. It was just rough the whole time. I was only there for 6 months at the job, but it was rough the whole time. It was really bad because, initially leaving my child, but then it just was rough because, I'll be honest with you, it's just, you still feel that you want to, that you want to be there with your child because you feel like they're missing out on a lot of you. You're missing out on a lot of them, their experiences and everything. And they need you and they want you because, when I would be off, I was off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When I was off on that Friday, his whole face, Benjamin's, my baby's face would just light up. It would just be so, it's unexplainable. It was just like, oh, mommy's home. Mommy's not gone, It was just, so genuine. So that really made me think like, oh gosh, was this a good idea? But so it was rough the whole 6 months. And after talking with my husband and after seeing how Benjamin was doing when I was home, he expressed to me that, hey, he needs you here, he needs you at home, he misses you. I can't give him all that he needs. So when he's at home, and my husband's working and taking care of the family, so he said I couldn't give him all that I can't give him all that he needs. He needs that undivided attention and all these other things. And at this point, Benjamin is 1 and he's learning how to walk and get into things, a lot of things, and he needs a lot more attention, so, and a lot more care. And that's when I made the decision to quit. I quit. And for me, it's tough because I don't like to quit anything. I'm not a quitter. But it's definitely a learning experience because, I didn't feel like a failure. I felt like it's something I had to do. I needed to do, especially for my family and for my child. I needed to do it, and it's tough. It's tough saying, hey, I accepted the job, but I gotta go. But luckily, the people that I work for, they were super understanding and very nice. It really humbled me as well because they sent me a sent off and they didn't have to do that, and made me even more emotional. But I'm just so grateful and humbled because of the experience. So I don't regret going back to work because in those 6 months I've learned so much about not only my career, I learned so much more from the incredible people that I work with, but also so much more about being a mom and about myself. I wouldn't change anything from the experience because we grew so much more. I grew not only, with my career, but I also grew personally as a mother, and also with my relationship, my marriage. We grew so much more. We went through some growing pains during that 6 months, and it was definitely it was definitely a learning experience, and I'm so grateful for it. It hurt, you know, a lot of things were emotional, and you know, just a lot of tug of war there, but you know, in the end we grew so much better as individuals and as parents. So I'm so thankful for that experience. So that's why I am a stay-at-home part two. I'm a stay-at-home mom again. And like I said, I don't regret any of it. I don't regret any of it. I don't look back and say, I don't regret any of it, because it was a learning experience. Now I know so much better. I don't think any of it that I did was wrong. I think that it was definitely purposeful to take that job. It was definitely something to teach me and to help me grow. And I like this saying that we had in our clinic: if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So that was a challenge for me, and I'm so thankful for it. And now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I love it. Benjamin is almost 2. He'll be 2 in October. About 3 more months. So I'm so excited. He's so excited to to have mommy here full time, and we're still learning each other, learning him as a toddler, and I am learning as well still as a mother and another mother to be. So it's still a learning experience. You know, you're gonna be learning as long as you're on this planet. You're gonna learn. So I'm so thankful. I can't say that enough. Thankful I became a stay-at-home mom, because I am needed. You are needed. We are needed. And whatever fits your family dynamic, you know, stay-at-home mom may not be feasible for everyone. I'm not saying that at all. So whatever is, you know, whatever your family needs to do for them. And this is what we needed to do right now. And who knows when the future may go back to work, you know, especially when they get older. So I'm just living it here. I'm living, you know, being a stay-at-home mom. Like I said, it has its challenges. It's not, you know, easy peasy at all. And now that we're expecting a second one, so that's another challenge that's added to it. So I wouldn't, like I said, I'm not comparing all the mothers. I show love, because it's whatever is best for you, your family, and your children or child. So that's what it is for me. This is what it is. This is what it is. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I love it, and I think it's definitely beneficial for the child as well. And hopefully they appreciate it when they get older. That, hey, mommy did that for you. And then, you know, your spouse is appreciated too, because it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. And it's definitely, like I said in my last video, that it's a trust thing. You have to trust and believe that, you know, your spouse is going to handle everything financially, and that you have that trust in them to do that. Also taking care of the home, and, you know, taking care of us as a family. So it's a trust thing. And so if that fits your family and you can do it, I recommend it. You know, it's definitely a preference. But like I said, do what's best for you. So that's why I became a stay-at-home mom, part 2. I hope you enjoyed my story. Hope it was encouraging or entertaining, whatever it was. I hope that it made you smile, made you happy. Thank you guys once again for watching. I love you. Bye.